What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video right here on the Crypto Grind channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about decentralized storage. Now, I think this pairs perfectly with the upcoming boom in the metaverse space. Of course, the metaverse, you're going to need space to store data, game files, saves, etc. So that's why I think this is a good time to be talking about it again. Not necessarily the most flashy of narratives within the crypto space, but still vitally important. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you're watching all the way to the end. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you know when another video goes live. And let's jump straight in. So decentralized storage, like I said, not the most flashy, but a narrative that I do think will have a pretty big boom in the upcoming bull run heading into 2025. The reason being data is becoming more and more valuable. In fact, a lot of experts say data is worth more than oil. So we can see that there is massive value in it. Companies make a lot of money for selling your data to other third parties. And that's exactly why decentralized storage has a big space and a big part to play in the blockchain and in the future when it comes to keeping data safe. So if you're not too sure what decentralized storage is, I do have a bit of an explanation here. Web3 offers an alternative decentralized storage file networks such as Filecoin storage and Arweave. Instead of storing data within a single cloud instance and decentralized, they store it in a decentralized way. Basically, your data is cut up into tiny pieces. Then these store pockets of pseudonymous computer nodes link up in a decentralized network. Decentralization means that files are protected by a network formed of lots of different stakeholders rather than a single company. Basically, if you have a data file, it is split up amongst different nodes, validators, whatever the case is, and then your data is stored in different pieces, meaning if one sort of node or validator is breached, your data is still safe because all of them need to come together to give you your data. Now, often what happens in crypto is that these validators need to prove that they are storing your data in a secure way. That's how they get rewarded. And that's basically what a lot of these coins are for and what their usage is. So they get paid in these coins, and obviously then the value goes up. And that's a consensus mechanism that a lot of these decentralized storage networks use. So we're going to jump on to my three picks and what I think are going to do very, very well. The first one here is Arweave. Now, it is around about $7, so it is quite high in price, but when you have a look at the market cap sitting at 345 million, it's still relatively low. And it did do very well in the previous bull run. You can actually see here that its previous high went up to about 4 billion in market cap. So that means that this can already do a 10x. Now, I do think Arweave is going to do more than a 10x in the next bull run. I would say possibly between a 20 to 30 is where you should be looking at topping out. So we've got a long way to go from here. And basically right now is a really, really good buy point. Arweave can be used for enterprises, it can be used for individuals, and they also have a great community build program as well. So they do allow the community who come up with ideas to input that into the Arweave network. So it's continuously improving and some really great minds behind it. If you want to know more about the Arweave project, I have spoken about this on my channel before, and I've actually given out buy alerts on my Patreon as well. So go check out the video on my page. It does do a bit more of a deeper dive into the project. Right now, I'm just going to sort of talk about the projects themselves. So like I said, market cap looking pretty good. The tokenomics are pretty good around Arweave as well. Maximum supply sitting at 66 million. Circulating supply at the moment sitting at 50 million. So majority of the coins are out there. So worrying about dilution is not going to be a thing. In terms of where we're going right now, I think the price is sort of stuck in a range. So it is a good time to start DCAing into the project. It probably will see a pump from the 5th of June. So if you are interested, maybe look at getting into it and then, take profits as you go along. It probably will come back down to a normal level sometime in the future. Moving on to my second pick, and that is the Crust Network, CRU. I really do think this is a fantastic project associated with the Polkadot network. It is one of the parachains, meaning that it will eventually bridge over to other networks in the future and, of course, be used by all projects that are part of the Polkadot ecosystem. So it's going to have some fantastic use cases, which means this price and currently sitting market cap sitting at close on 20 million is absolutely tiny, and it has a lot of room to grow. And if you have a look at where the prices like Arweave and Filecoin have gone in the past, this could be an easy 100x, if not more, at the height of the next bull run. Looking at supply-wise, 28 million tokens in total supply, circulating just over 23 million, so really good circulation. You don't need to worry too much about the dilution of the price again as well. So that's why it's another solid one and another solid pick for me. Really good network, and at the moment I think very, very undervalued. I have done a video on this as well, so go check that out on my page. And I have recently given out some buy alerts on this, and my Patreons are currently up. So just another one there, that if you are looking to get into these projects early, make sure you are checking out my Patreon. I do have a level for everybody. I do also have a try before you buy. I've got a 7-day trial for quite a few of my tiers. So if that's something that interests you, check it out. Otherwise, make sure you're joining our free Telegram. Become part of the Crypto Grind community. We would love to have you as part of it as well. Just finishing up on the Crust network itself, you can see that it did max out over here at a market cap of 260 million, give or take. So where we are from there, it's a 10x already from where it was. And that's when they were building. It's nothing that I'm too concerned about that they've seen their time. I do think that there is a lot more to come from the Crust network. Now, my final pick is Ocean Protocol. It is quite an interesting project. Market cap sitting at just under 180 million. And what they have that is unique is basically you can use the Ocean Protocol to sell your data. Like we said at the beginning, data is worth more than oil, so why not profit off of it if you are comfortable selling your data to certain individuals, certain companies? And of course, then you control the whole thing. It's all on the blockchain. You control the whole process, so make a profit off your data, and that's what's interesting about the Ocean Protocol. I do think that this is a bit more of a risky play, I would say. They did top out at around about 700 million at the market cap, so they're just under a 6x, I would say, give or take. It can possibly do a 10 to 20x, I would say, in the next bull run. People do want to be in control of their data, and of course, if they can make a quick buck off it, why not? So that's why I have picked the Ocean Protocol as one of my top 3 storage chains moving forward. Tokenomics of Ocean Protocol also do look pretty good when you have a look. 1.4 billion max supply, circulating about 40 odd percent, 30 to 40%. So that's possibly your biggest concern is your circulating supply, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think the token release is pretty slow and controlled in that respect, so don't stress about that too much. Lastly, just having a look at where we can actually head in terms of price and market cap with a lot of these coins. Look, moving on, Filecoin is obviously the top one. It's been up there for a long time. It's a great project. Now, I'm not saying Filecoin has had its time, but I do think that it'll possibly be outperformed by a lot of the other projects that I have spoken about. Currently sitting in a market cap of 2 billion, which actually shows you the potential that some of these do have. When you're looking at Arweave, for example, sitting here at its market cap, 2 billion is a long way off, which means that Arweave can definitely at least 10x. So there's some really, really good returns for everybody in the sector, but that's the reason why I haven't spoken about Filecoin, but the reason why I think everything else can do just as well as Filecoin and more. So that's everything that I'm going to be talking about. Comment down below if you have a favorite storage coin, if there's something more that you would like me to talk about, chat about. Otherwise, make sure you're liking the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.